All good?
Is it ready to go? Doesn't have it on.
No, just wait for you. Okay, let's go, Glennie.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2025 Grand Final between Williamstown and Malvern. My name is Glenn Meredith, representing the Malvern Lacrosse Club. Before we get into the details of the game, we thought it was important to introduce the faces behind the scene, the people that actually commentate on the game. On my right-hand side here is a legend of the club, life member, premiership coach of Malvern Lacrosse Club, Gary Campbell. Gary, about today's game, what do you see out there, mate?
Well, Glenn, Malvern are definitely good enough to win it. It's going to come down to mental toughness and smarts. If Malvern can, keep their heads together, work together, I think they'll smash it.
The last two times they played, you're in the box commentating probably both of those games. On the first one down at Williamstown, they lost by 4 goals. I can't recall the score at the last game. There was a couple in it late. Yeah. Did you see anything in those 2 games you could bring or that Malvern could be working on for this game?
They've got to stay out of the box. They've got to, as I said, they've got to keep their heads. They've got to be able to weather any comments or any nudging from Williamstown, not get sucked in and stay out of the box. If they can do that, they'll win easy.
I agree. I think the game, look, Williamstown would be favourites, but if it goes right for Malvern, certainly they can get up over the line. Thanks for that, Gary. Much appreciated. Curly Joy, another life member of Malvern Lacrosse Club and legend of the game. Coached me when I was in under-16, my first Victorian team. Curly Joy was my coach, where we went to Perth. What was the name of the stadium? Perry Lakes. We went to Perry Lakes, where he was my coach on under-16s. He's the second voice behind the camera you've heard. So you're basically taking stats, Curly, when the games are on. Yeah. So, but push that aside for 1 second. What do you think, all in relation to stats, what do you think the stats that are going to matter the most in this game are?
Shooting on the goal and pressure.
Do you think, so Cal Gibson obviously looms as a threat. They're going to have to shut him down at some point. He runs hard at you from those top corners, as Williamstown do. Who would you see? Do your statistics tell you we should send Zach Brentflick straight to him?
No. But
James Garrett?
He's
well, it's number 7. Should have been retired, that number, a long time ago.
I can't tell you that. It may not happen.
What do you think? What do you think the outcome of the game will be, and whose shoulders will it rest on for both teams? Give me one player from both teams you think that can have a serious impact on this game.
Mitch Baker and Cal Gibson.
I agree. I think if either of them get to 6 or 7 goals, that side becomes heavily weighted towards winning, don't they?
True.
I would actually add out of the face-off too, Paddy McGrath and Sean Clark out of there. They'd be the main 2 antagonists. Weight of ball out of there will be extremely important. If Paddy can go 50-50, I think that'll help Malvern a lot. We have one more to get to. Now, Murray Keane is just an absolute legend of the game. All-world goalkeeper in 1990, Coach Malvern. Last premiership coach of Malvern in 2002. Great to have you with us, mate. You're missing golf today? That must suck.
It does a little bit, but it's great to be down here. 2002 was too long ago, and it's time for Malvern to get another one in. I was lucky enough to play that day and had Gary Campbell actually run the box for us. So it was a long time ago, and it's well and truly overdue, and I think the way they're going and looking at the results lately, I think they're right into this up to their eyeballs. So hopefully it's going to be a great game, and hopefully the red and black can get through.
I agree. I've just for my point, I think there's a lot of 60%ers in this game. If Wombat saves above 60%, if Sean Clark goes above 60% in the face-off, or Cal Gibson shoots around that mark, I think if Williamstown hit any of those targets, Malvern have got a long day ahead of themselves. So I think they'd be the 3 areas I'd be trying to ramp up if I was Malvern and get on top of. One final thing before we go, boys, a prediction. I'm going to put you all on the spot. A prediction for the game, score-wise.
Score-wise. I think Malvern 14-10.
Malvern 14-10, Curly.
13-12, Malvern.
13-12, Malvern. Gary Campbell.
Malvern 16, Williamstown 12.
Malvern 16, Williamstown 12. So I'm going to go full book. Malvern 15, Williamstown 11 as well. We're a bit biased here, a little bit Malvern bite, but it's great to have you, and it's great to introduce you to the people who speak behind the microphone on behalf of the club. Thank you very much, and good luck to both teams.
Cheers.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Caulfield Lacrosse Club and Lacrosse Victoria, welcome to the 2025 State League Grand Final between the Malvern Lacrosse Club and the Williamstown Lacrosse Club. Let's put our hands together for both those teams. We would like to acknowledge our officials first of all as we welcome them onto the field. We have the head official, Danny Whitbourne, Steve Green, Brendan Pickerton, Jason Lawrence and Adam Holmes. Congratulations on your appointment and good luck. Thank you. We'd like to welcome the Williamstown Lacrosse Club onto the field, wearing number 1, Troy Butson. Number 2, Angus Menzies. Number 3, Blake Stringer. Number 4, Harry Gibson. Number 5, Noah Jenny. Number 6, Evan Wills. Number 8, Liam Clark. Number 8, Cal Gibson. Number 9, Sean Clark. Number 11, Alex Pike. Number 13, Sid Dunham. Number 14, Brock Goulet. Number 15, Lockie Russell. Number 17, Shane Moat. Number 19, Josh Gordon. And number 20, Ben Newman, and they are coached by Mike Sullivan. The Malvern Lacrosse Club. First player is number 0, Sam Anglikas. Number 1, Roger Chan. Number 2, Takash Wada. Number 3, Lachlan Bound. Number 5, Kobe Cook. Number 6, Zach Brenfleck. Number 7, James Garrett. Number 8, Patrick McGrath Campbell. Number 9, William Long. Number 10, Donny Howard. Number 11, Sam Totara. Number 12, Mitchell Baker. Number 13, Jordan Campbell. Number 16, Jeb Brentfleck. Sorry, sir. Number 17, Liam Barnes. And number 23, Adam Curry, coached by Stephen Brown. And I'd like you, those who are able to be upstanding and to remove your caps as we play the national anthem of Australia.
Golden soil and wealth for toil.
both teams.
Welcome back to the second of our big double headers here at Caulfield Park today. I'm Gus Campbell, and with me is Dave Joy, bringing the State League Grand Final to all our viewers out there. Just a couple of shout-outs before we go. Mark and Gina Brenflick out in Philadelphia, parents of Jeb and Zach Brenflick. Also out in New York, Selden Leonard and Tim Graham. Sally and Stud, welcome to our telecast. Over in Adelaide, Peter Brown, I know you're watching there, ex-premiership player. John Hiron's in Pennsylvania somewhere tuning in today. Brian Conroy out in Port Washington, Long Island, New York. Matt Bennis out in Long Island, New York. Donnie and Julia Howard, parents of Donnie Howard, out there in Seattle, all watching today. Drew Bracken down in Charlottesville. So welcome to all our interstate viewers and all our overseas viewers. We've had all the preliminaries, and this is going to be one hell of a game. So as we mentioned earlier for the State League Reserves game, this track is fast. Penetrometer reading 3.2, which means that it's going to be real fast running. Plenty of bounce off the ground for players that decide to use the ground and bounce it. So here we go. Williamstown again in the State League, undefeated so far in 2025. Malvern finished in third position, won both of their finals quite convincingly. Seem to be putting their best foot forward at the right end of the season. Curly.
Yeah, very much. Malvern last week, Gus, has been through 23 goals, which it's been quite a few decades, I think, since the Malvern O-grade did that. So one wonders what they'll produce today. Yeah,
well, two traditional rivals here. In the State League competition since its inception here. Malvern have won 41 State League Grand Finals and Williamstown have won 34. So we've definitely got the two prominent clubs in the history of the game. And as it pans out this year, definitely the two best teams stepping on the field. Along with the best referees in the state, we've got Steve Green, Adam Holmes, Jason Lawrence, Danny Whitbourne and Brendan Pinkerton. As we head to the first face-off, it'll be Pat McGrath-Campbell for Malvern, and it'll be Sean Clark for Williamstown. As we mention in every game, at the X, the face-off, very important. First use of the ball is going to be what decides who gets their nose in front. So sit back, relax, and you're in for a cracker of a lacrosse game here at the Caulfield Lacrosse Club, just south of Melbourne. Here we go, first one. Early. Malvern, Pat McGrath's gone early, so they chalk the first one up to Sean Clark. Sends it to Newman straight away. He'll wait for subs. Troy Butson with his first touch of the game. Here's Gibson behind. Puts Zach Brenflick to him again. Liam Clark gives the bad pass, but Ben Newman's able to get it. Curry steps up, uses his body. Great defensive work.
Good pace.
He skips it up to Cal Gibson. Cal Gibson on the drive. Can't get his hands free. Gets double teamed, but he keeps it. Sends it up to Menzies. Menzies gets it across. Alex Pike. Back to Newman. Pike looks like he wants to get set up on a run. Here's Clark on the bottom right. Takes the first shot. Can't get it. Hits the pipe. So Malvern will get their first possession in the back half. Okay, he's bound with it for Malvern. Can't get the pass.
It's off black.
Still there. Now it's off blue. Brenflick tries to get it. Bound gets it. Can't skip it across, but that's okay. He's set into Cal Gibson's stick. He flicks it out. So Malvern will go into attack for the first time. Here's Baker. Malvern just wanting to settle. Goes to Cook. Cook to Takashi Wada. Donnie Howard steps across down to the attack. Big scorer last week, Donnie. Spilled it up. He's able to keep it in. A little bit edgy early, Dave. Got to get these unforced errors out of the game. Here's Howard. Wants to skip. Goes to his left. Hangs it out the back. There's another bad pass. Cook gets the ground ball. Both teams a little edgy at this point in time. Don Howard goes to Wada with the midfielder. They'll probably want to get it round and give everyone a touch. Sends it down to Baker in the bottom right. Baker on the move, comes back to his left, looks across. Who's he got there? He's got Anglicus. He skips
Here
it
it
again.
comes.
And there's Cook with the first goal for Malvern. 2 minutes into the game, Malvern get first blood, which is always important in a grand final. There from Kobe Cook. Good work from Mitchell Baker. Looked across there and then Anglicus skipped it across. Good teamwork. So back to the face, the first face off. Malvern went early. So they handed it up pretty easily. So should be an interesting duel, this face-off today. I mean, both players a bit edgy, Dave.
Yeah, they'll have the nervous twitches, won't they? But so critical, the face-offs.
Clark, McGrath, Campbell. They're in there. No one can get it yet.
He's on it.
Yep. So Sean Clark ticks his second face-off win down. There's Harry Gibson. Sends it to his brother Cal. Williamstown work it behind. Back up the top. Sends it across to Gordon. Gordon happy just to move it on down. Once again, we got a lot of Williamstown coaches in our path. There's Noah Jenny. Josh Gordon on the run. Cools it off, sends it down to Gibson. Donnie Howard stepping up. Ball spilled out, but Jenny's able to pick it up and control the attack for Williamstown. Here's Cal Gibson on the run, gets double team early, skips it off, sends it across. Josh Gordon. Back to Gibson. There's a shot.
Hit
Shot
the bar.
from Jenny, hit the bar, goes out. Williamstown with the backup. William Clark. Garrett steps up to him. Just comes around the right. Looks and skips it up the top, skips it up to Jenny. Here's Gordon on the drive. Good work there by the Malvern defence, Barnes. Back to Clark. He wants to go, gets around to his right. Malvern patient in defence, Jenny sends it behind. Here's Gibson on the drive, takes a shot, can't get it. Ground ball there for anyone who wants it. Picked up, Chan comes up with a big save. Skips out the back, but Harry Gibson will keep it. Williamstown in attack. Gibson on the drive, Howard steps up, tries to get his hands free. There's a double from Todd Hunter, gets him all wrapped up. Chan gets the ball, can't quite keep it, goes out, so Williamstown will keep possession. Early in the first, Malvern 1, Williamstown yet to score. This is Menzies. Left, right. Working around, can't get the cut of the Malvern defence slide and shut it off. Here's Clark on the drive. Gets double team, gets dispossessed. There's Howard there with the ground ball for Malvern. He's out. Jenny will cut him off, but here's Howard on the fly. Barnes is just to his left. Makes the fake. Howard takes the shot, hits the pipe, comes off there. Ball in dispute on the ground. All jammed up in there. No one can get their hands on it just yet. Flicks out. There's a possession to Barnes. Bad pass there, but Baker should get there in time to settle it. So Malvern down for their second time in attack. Here's Wada. Barnes will head to the bench. Cook will come on. Howard with it up the top. Malvern just spin it round, Anglicus. He's got Baker behind. Malvern just prepared to keep it down there, get it round, get everyone a touch. Here's Wade, 4-goal scorer last week in the prelim final. Cook moves it on. Here's Brenfleck. Jeb tries to get inside. Looks across. Can't get it over there. Baker tries to get it, gets dispossessed. Ball heads to the line.
Oh,
Wada keeps it. Malvern get it. Good work to Kashi Wada. He'll relieve it through Cook. Back to Wada. He likes to go. We know that. Here's Donny Howard. Down to Baker. Here's Jeb Brentfleet working behind. Gets around to his right, tries to take them all on, gets a shot, gets pushed in the crease. No, he's in the crease, so it'll be a Williamstown ball. Willis will get it. Williamstown still got to clear it. Mowat with the ball. He's got to send it back. He's got to get back to Willis. Malvern riding hard, but they leave one open over there, and Lockie Russell throws it high, goes out. Pressure from the Malvern ride forces the error. So Baker will take it. Still got to clear it. Sorry, that's Cook. Gets it to Baker. Baker just walks it across. Malvern bring it into attack again. Cook. Baker up the top. Aaron Curry with his first touch of the game. It's dynamite last week. He's Anglicus, always dangerous. Back to Curry. Baker at the top. Looks like he's going to go. Goulet steps up to him. Baker tries to get through. Gets a shot off, but Willis is onto it. Willis with the save. Williamstown through Pike. Got it in their back half. They look up the middle. There's Stringer. Stringer gets free. Brings it down. Makes an easy clear for Williamstown. So Butson will step on and cool it off for Williamstown. Here's Pike. Down to Cal Gibson. He's a danger man last time they played. Cal Gibson, he had 6 and 4 against Malvern. They'll need to watch him today. Butson. Up to Newman. Curry defending. Newman on the drive. Curry steps up. Newman gets past. Can he get his hands free? He can. Chance comes up to save. Butson gets it, spills it. Williamstown will keep it. Here's Pike again. Howard stepping up to Pike. Here's Butson. Willie Yong defending him. Butson again. They go back to Butson. They move. Williamstown working the ball down behind. Here's Newman at X behind. Curry again steps up to defend. Newman gets around, gets his shot up and scores. Gave him too much room that time. So Williamstown get their first on the board. Ben Newman. So early in the first, we have one apiece. And we got about 5:45 to go in the first. It's a little bit quicker than what we thought. 3 face-offs, 3 Williamstown wins. Go back to the X. McGrath, Campbell, Clark. All important. Clark straight out. Screams down towards the goal. He's got one there. There's a shot from his brother Loon, but Chan's up to that one. Here's Brentfleet. Zach, can he run? He's off. They won't catch him. He clears it easily for Malvern. If they don't come to him, he's dangerous. He'll keep going. Takes him on.
a shot.
He's going the shot. There it is.
Oh.
Willis is all over that one. Willis has started off very, very well with a couple of good saves early in the game. Here's Liam Clark. Down to Gibson. Bounce steps up to him. Gibson takes a shot and hits the top left corner. Williamstown 2, Malvern 1. He's a danger man. They can't leave him all alone. They've got to make sure that they take care of him. So from one end to the other, just like that. Quick transition from Williamstown. Bang, bang, bang down the field, and Gibson makes no mistake. Takes a 2-1 lead, Williamstown. About approximately 5 to go in the first. Williamstown 2, Malvern 1. Clark, McGrath, Campbell for Malvern. McGrath, Campbell gets a piece of it, can't pick it up. Newman gets through and gets the ground ball. So there's the 4th face-off win for Williamstown through Newman. Gets it down to Gibson. They cool it off while they make some subs. Menzies skips it across. Gibson sends it up the top. William Clark. Down to Butson. Butson tries to drive. It's back to Liam Clark. Here's Pike. Gets on his left, makes the drive, sends it up to Clark. Can't get his hands free. Skips it across. Finds Newman, but Newman decides to cool it. Cool it off, give it back to Clark. Now Pike, he's going to go. Gets the heat from the Malvern defence, but he's able to keep it. Here's Newman again. Top corner.
Rips it.
3 early goals to Williamstown. They're out with 3-1 lead with about 4 to go in the first. Stepped around them quite easy that time. Double was late to come. Beat Boundhounds down. Got his shot. Went straight up the top corner past Chan. Chan couldn't get a piece of that one. So the Malvern straight out the boxes with the first goal. Williamstown have come back hard the last few minutes. They lead 3-1. State League Grand Final in the state of Victoria. Jammed up. Williamstown get it out again. Stringer gets it. Straight to Liam Clark. Liam Clark runs. Bound tries to step up. Clark will just turn it round, settle and send it back to Jenny while they make the subs from the bench. Pike on. Pike with the ball. He's got Cook sticking him up. The referees have thrown a flag. I'm sure what it will. We'll wait for the call, but Williamstown are going to go man up. And we have an offside and unforced error from Malvern, so referees will send Donny Howard to the box for 30 seconds to serve the penalty for Malvern. So Williamstown 3, Malvern 1. Williamstown with their first man-up opportunity for the game. They'd be wanting to get it there now and take it out to 4-1. Newman across to Pike. I'll just work it at the top for a bit. There's the cut. Pike through. There's a fake from Newman. He sends it across. Gibson with a shot. Can't get it. Bounces out. Gets home. Newman picks up the crumbs. They got time to reset, which they do. The penalty ticks down. Butson around the corner. It swims inside. Chan comes up with a big save. Here's Barnes on the run. Howard's about to get out of the box. Don't know if Barnes can see him. Gets 1, 2, 3. Steps it over. Not quite there. Cools it off through Cook and Malvern will go into attack. Straight away, Malvern push the button. Take their first time out for the game. What do you think is going to be talked about here, Dave?
Ball control.
Yep.
Get the right matchup.
Yep. I think what they do need to look at. Look, Willis is making saves. They've got to be quicker to jump on the ride. The first 3 or 4 times he's been able to clear it too easy. Malvern attackman just stand and watching him. He's had runners up the field. They've been able to get it up, and it's one of the, as we saw, one of their goals comes straight from a transition from Willis making the save, up the field, down goal. So Malvern need to be aware that they've got to jump on this ride. They've got to make sure that they make it harder for Williamstown to clear the ball. So
Williamstown had 8 shots on the net for their 3 goals. 1 went wide.
Yep.
Malvern just had the 4 shots on the goal for their 1, and nothing's gone wide as of yet.
Yep.
Face off all Williamstown.
Yeah, all Williamstown so far.
5 zip.
It's our first use of the ball. So Malvern will get an opportunity to peg one back here. They take the ball into attack. Looks like Cook will start with it for Malvern. See what they do. They're going to look to the one-on-one dodge somewhere. They're going to move it around and look for a cutter through the open crease area, Dave. We'll find out. And here's Cook. Sends it across. Donny Howard. Wada sends it across to Brenflick. Here's Cook. Looks like he's going to go. Stand to his right. Skips it across. Here's Brenflick on the drive. He's got Donny Howard out there. Donny Howard makes the move. Tries to get his hands free. Takes a shot. Can't make it. Malvern keep it. They have a backup. Donny Howard was instrumental for Malvern last week, Dave, with 7 goals. He hardly missed the cage. He's had a couple today. Let's hope for Malvern's sake he can get himself accurate and get on the board.
His second half, he had 6 shots for 5 goals, Gus.
Wada with a shot goes wide. Brenflick's there to back it up. Here's Baker. Goulet steps up to him. Wada. Wada runs. Got to be a quality shot. But it hits the pipe, doesn't go in. Williamstown getting on top in the ground balls too early in this quarter. Here's Alex Pike. Howard makes the swing, can't get it. Alex Pike will try and cool it off and clear the ball. Goes across to Russell. Russell looks up, he's got one there. 145, Mowat runs it across. Sends it to Gibson, Cal Gibson. Down to about 1:30 to go in the first. Williamstown with the 2-goal lead. They won't be in a hurry. They'll want to run this down and get the last shot for the quarter. Here's Harry Gibson. Ben Newman sends it across to Butson. Butson down to Gibson on the bottom left. Williamstown prepared to look at the clock and try and run it. There's a bad pass, but Gibson's able to get it, pick it up. Gibson with it. Howard defending. Gibson skips around him to the left. Decides to cool it off down the back.
1 minute.
Here's Newman again. Trying to work around.
He'll
Leong
come back.
steps up, but there's the cut from Williamstown. Chan with another save. But Newman's able to pick the ground ball up. He gets dispossessed. There's a flag. Long way away. Hard to see from here, Dave, but looked pretty soft to me. But anyway, Malvern player will be heading to the bench. Just wait and see what the referees call.
40 seconds.
We have a 1 minute slash called on number 6 for Malvern, Zach Brenflick. So Williamstown with their second man opportunity. Brenflick in the box for 60 seconds. 40 seconds to go in the quarter. Here's Pike. Gibson sends it up the top. Newman. Across to Clark again. Williamstown just being patient. They'll make their move. There it is. There it is. Cut through. Alex Pike gets the 4th goal for Williamstown. Well, it's quite simple, Dave. You've got to stay out of the penalty box in these big games. I wasn't close enough to see what the Brenflick call was, but anyway. He's still got time to serve. Williamstown out 4, Malvern 1. Heading towards the end of the quarter. So at the face-off, Clark, McGrath, Campbell. If Clark can get this out, Williamstown will have another opportunity to get a quick man-up goal. McGrath Campbell tries to jam it up, gets on top of it, can't get it, gets hit in the head. There's another one in there. Referees will call something here.
Black.
They called a black ball. I thought so. Like, McGrath Campbell had his head down on the ball and he got hit. So there you go. So Malvern man down, but I don't think they can wait. They'd be desperate to get one more goal before the end of this quarter. Here's Curry. There's still a man down. They're still down, so Curry just runs it, trying to kill the clock. The quarter's going to run out. Malvern should keep it and start with the possession of the ball. No. Just right on the buzzer, he gets dispossessed, so Williamstown get it in their back half. Here's Mowat with it. Williamstown will want to hold it. They do. So they'll start the second quarter with the ball in their back half. So there's the first quarter done and dusted. Williamstown dominated the first. They lead 4-1. Dave, what do you see?
Well, I see Williamstown had 11 shots on that goal and picked up their 4 goals. Gus, very strong, very aggressive. Good defence by Evan Willis in goals. And Malvern just had their 5 shots on the net for their 1 goal. Face-offs has been won by Williamstown, 5-0.
Yeah, well, that's the game. And I mean, at the face-off, Dave, as we said, always say it's so important. Williamstown have dominated, so therefore they've had the majority of the possession in this first quarter. As you know, Malvern certainly capable of scoring 3 quick goals once they get their song going, but that's got to get the ball. They've got to get the ball to do it. So we have a short break here, and second half won't be long before we get back to second half. Magnificent day here in Melbourne. There's no sun out, which is good for the camera and the camera work. Sitting on about 18 degrees, so no wind, no rain, no freezing cold today, Dave.
We're happy.
We're happy.
We're at the game.
So, back to the start. Williamstown do have possession. Malvern still on a penalty for 13 seconds. Williamstown will probably, I don't know if they're going to rush it up and try and get a man up, score in 13 seconds, or they're just going to hold it and then take possession 6 on 6, but we'll see. A bit of confusion there on the Malvern bench. They've got to have one in the box. So, second quarter away. Willis will just cool it off. Send it across to Russell. They got one in the middle. Newman will just get an easy clear here. Howard steps up, tries to get him, but Newman gets across. So, all square. Newman with it, though. Sends it down. Here's Gibson. Cal Gibson on the drive. Todd Hunter tries to get up. Can't get him. Gets past one. Gets another. Dumps it off to Newman. Newman has been prominent in this game. Gibson on the move. Gets around to his right. Looks across. He's got Newman still there. Newman says, I'll direct traffic. Let's move it around. So he sends it down the bottom to Clark. Harry Gibson with it. Going to try and take on the short stick. Cookie steps around in quad. He takes a shot and gets it in. There's Williamstown's fourth early in the second. As we said, Malvern just can't get a possession, Dave.
No, they can't touch the ball, guys. Terrific.
The early
dodge, Harry Gibson.
Early forward to Williamstown. I'd rather be 3 in front than 3 behind, even though it is early in the game. So we got Pat McGrath-Campbell, Malvern face-off, Sean Clark. So far, Clark's dominated. Even in the spills, Williamstown been able to get the ground balls. McGrath-Campbell jams it up this time. He gets his first possession out of the middle. Here's Barnes. He'll bring Malvern into attack. Barnes is waiting for the subs. He gets Mitchell Baker. He comes. Baker. Wada comes off the bench for Malvern. Baker down, takes it down low. Pike stepping up. Looks like Baker wants to make a move. Skips to his left, looks up. Comes back to his right, back to his left again. Tries to get around. Gets there, over to Howard. Howard makes no mistake. We've seen that a few times this year. That's the goal that Malvern have been searching for. Puts them 2 behind early in the second. Williamstown 4, Malvern 2. Nice patient work from Mitch Baker there. He just waited through the double. Donnie Howard was there, and this time Donnie Howard makes no mistake and jams it in. Certainly the goal Malvern were searching for. Comes from a face-off win, Dave.
Very much, Gus. Good momentum.
What you can do when you do have the ball. So back to the X. Pat jams it up. Still in dispute. It's like Stringer gets out with it. As I said earlier, any balls that were disputed between the face-off guys, Williamstown have won every single ground ball that's come out of there loose. Williamstown making some subs. Newman will hold it up. Waits for Gordon. Gordon comes on and takes it. Jenny on for Williamstown. And the last one on Harry Gibson from the bench. Here's Gibson. To his brother Kelly, sends it down the bottom. Williamstown keeping it nice and wide and moving it around. Here's Harry Gibson. He was skipped past the last one and scored. Howard steps up this time. Passes to Cal. Brentflick falls over. Gibson tries to get the shot. Gets checked. Great work there from the Malvern defence. Chan comes up with it. Gets it to Zach Brentflick. He's got to look up. Here he's got Baker. Passes too high, but Baker's good enough and tall enough to keep it in. And Baker will clear it. Bring it in for Malvern. And they go into attack. They're 2 down. Flips it up to himself. Still got it. Curry's open there, but he gives it to him now. Curry on the move. Drives on his left. Tries to get his hands free. Can't. There's a loose ball push. Anglican should have got that, but he doesn't. But Howard gets the ground ball. Malvern keep it in attack. Don't know what they were watching there. But anyway, Howard. Up to Jordan Campbell. Across to Baker. Baker calling direct in traffic, setting it up for Malvern. Here's Curry. Curry with the short stick. I'm quite sure that's where they're going to go. Howard sends it back to Curry. Curry to Baker. Baker to Curry. Howard's there. He cuts through. Howard's going to take it on. Howard takes it on to his left. Tries to look. Got nowhere to go. Got the doubles coming from everywhere. Howard skips inside, swims, keeps it. It falls over. Doesn't get tripped. He falls. Anyway, Malvern's still with it. Baker keeps it. Looks back to Howard. Howard again. Gives the fake. Time for Malvern to reset and start to move it around again, which they do through Baker. Baker wants to go. He's got Jordan Campbell up high. He doesn't want it. Campbell had better get in and work his man. Baker on the move. Back to his right. Good work from Jenner there. Jams him up. Baker still wants to go. Gets around to his left. Can't get his hands free. Now he does. Shot goes high and wide and out, but Anglicus is there and he'll keep it for Malvern. Anglicus. 10 to go in the second. Williamstown by 2. Here's Campbell. He's going to go. Makes his drive. Got Howard there open. Howard will crank it. Can't get the shot in the goal, but it goes out. Keeps it behind. Anglicus will bring it in for Malvern. Here's Sam Anglicus. Flips it up to Jeb Brentflick. Brentflick drives on his left. Takes the shot, but Willis is all over that one. This is where Malvern have got to jump up and shut these middies off and force Williamstown to work hard for their clear. Willis in no hurry, direct in traffic. He's going to walk it up. He gets the easy pass over there to Mowat, but he's got to go back. There it is. Mowat gets free. Baker will run him down. Forces a long pass across. So Williamstown through Dunham. He runs it over easy. So Williamstown will go into attack again. There's a bad pass. It spills out.
Missed it.
Brentflick tries to get it. Anyway, can't get his hands on it, so Williamstown will keep it. They're in attack. Liam Clark sends it back up. Harry Gibson. Brentflick steps up to defend him. Decides to move it on. Here's Alex Pike. He sends it down below. Back to Pike again. Here's Harry Gibson.
Josh Gordon.
Yep, Gordon with the ball. Troy Butson up top. Cook's trying to keep up with him. Butson drives hard. Skips it down. Across to Gibson. Williamstown spinning the ball and cutting. Here's Liam Clark. Decides to move it on. Hits Butson up. Butson will want to try and take Cook on. Double comes from Garrett. Williamstown still spinning the ball. Here's Pike. Pike and Menzies. Menzies behind. Gibson with it. Back up to Pike at the top. Very patient attack from Williamstown. Gordon spins it down to Liam Clark. Here we have a timeout called to Williamstown. We do. They push the button. Good defensive work on that occasion there by the Malvern defence.
Yeah,
Non-committal. Just making sure that they kept an eye on the cutters and sitting behind and send the early double. So we still have Williamstown 5, Malvern 2. So they've skipped out to a 3-goal lead early in the game. Long way to go. So that's one timeout apiece. Both teams have still got a timeout up their sleeve. So Williamstown will come back on after the timeout. They've had time to talk, put something on the chalkboard. Searching for another goal, as they always do when they come into attack. Liam Clark to start with the ball for Williamstown. At the top to Alex Pike. Here's Cal Gibson. Gets past, takes the shot, Chan's up to that one, makes the save. Malvern need to clear it. Williamstown have ridden hard so far, not making it easy for them. Here's Garrett. He's got nowhere to go. He's got to go back to Chan. Oh, we've got a turnover. We've got Malvern goalkeeper Chan. They said if he's gone out and stepped back in. They'd want to get onto it now because Williamstown are all open, all free. Here's Menzies. Pike up high. Bound steps up to him. Pike thinks about what he's going to do. Sends it across to Cal Gibson. He's driven. He drives. He'll go left. Brent Flick tries to keep up with him. Gets a good body in, but he's able to keep it. Gets it to Clark. Clark gets it, spins it back behind. Here's Butson. Butson will take on Howard. Forced to move the ball on. Liam Clark with it. Curry defends him. Pick comes in behind. Gibson sets it. Clark keeps it. Sends it behind to Menzies. He skips around to his right. Todd Hunter after him. Good defence there from Malvern. Williamstown still being very patient, waiting for the right opportunity. Here's Pike. He drives. He gets on his left. They've been called on a stall, Dave, early in the game, so they've got to keep it, get it in and keep it in. Here's Pike. Driving on the bottom left. Looks up the top. He's got Ben Newman. He fakes, keeps the ball. Garrett steps out to him. Newman comes close to that line. He can't step back. He's got to keep it inside that restraining line. Garrett putting some pressure on. Newman ducks back in, comes up, looks, the shot goes way high, goes out. Williamstown have Menzies there to back it up, and they'll bring it back in. And Menzies leaves it for Gibson. Brent Flick on Gibson. Gibson comes around onto his left, falls over, can't get it. Ball gets flicked up in the air, but Butson looks like he'll get it for Williamstown, and he does. Butson on the drive. Howard trying to hold him up. There's Pike. Pike with it. They're still on a stall call, Dave. They've got to keep it inside that line. There's a bit of a at Williamstown. Menzies open.
7.
Liam Clark. Patience pays off for Williamstown. They put another one on the board. They skip out to a 4-goal lead. Had most of the possession this quarter. Very patient in attack, even to the stage where the referees had to call them for a stall, which is very unusual in the second quarter of a game. That showed the patience of the Williamstown attack. And they just kept moving it, waited for the right opportunity. It presented, they made no mistake. So back to the X, all-important face-off.
Clark.
Clark wins it out again, gets it to Gibson. This is Harry Gibson. Williamstown head to the bench. Gordon on. Jenny comes on as well for Williamstown. He'll take the ball. He's got Cook defending. Jenny drives. He wants to load it up. Sends it down the bottom. Here's Menzies again. Flips it up the back. Gordon sends it up the top, back to Jenny, to Cal Gibson. He's going to go. Swims inside on his left, drives again. Todd Hunter sticks a shoulder in. Gibson gets the shot, goes wide. Williamstown's got Harry Gibson there to back it up. Williamstown playing the percentage game, Dave. They just get in and attack and keep it and wait for the right moment.
They just keep knocking on your door, Gus.
Yep.
Until it opens.
There's
Here we
Harry
go.
Gibson gets his hands free, but Chan sort of gets a piece of it, but still out the back. Cal Gibson with it. He's going to drive, comes around, and he scores easily. Williamstown skipping out now. Getting a bit critical for Malvern. They lead by 5. They lead by 5. Halfway through the second. It's all a bit of a one-way street at the moment. So Malvern don't let them get too far ahead because they just won't reel them back. So back to the face-off again. McGrath, Campbell, Clark. Clark on top at this stage. Malvern haven't seen the ball in the attack for about the last 8 or 9 minutes. McGrath, Campbell gets it out in front, tries to get it. Clark's right there, flicks it out behind. Bound tries to get it, fumbles it and just spills it out. Got to be getting those ones, Dave. So Williamstown again, they'll get it. They'll send it back, set up a clear.
3:30, 3 minutes 30.
We've got 3.5 to go in this second quarter. Williamstown in the back half. Willis just cools it off. He's got Russell. He looks up. He's got Mowat down the field. There's a bit of a spill from Williamstown. They're still able to keep it. They bring it back. And they send it back to Willis again. Then he's got one free up high. Finds Butson. Butson will head to that line. Shouldn't have too much trouble getting it over, and he runs it over. A successful clear again for Williamstown. Howard steps up. Here's Cal Gibson. Across to Newman. There's Cal Gibson. 3 to go in the second. Williamstown in command. Here's Pike. For top to Ben Newman. He drives. Decides to cool it off and move it around. Here's Butson on the move. Up the top to Clark. Newman. Send it down the bottom. Here's Alex Pike. Skips around Curry. Gets his hands free. Takes a shot. Goes high. Goes out. Menzies will keep it. Closest to it when the ball when it goes over the line. So Williamstown still in attack. They've had it there for about 90% of this quarter. Menzies skips around to his right. Looks to the cutter in Pike and Pike scores. Whoa. Nice work there from Menzies. Got the ball behind, drove around to his right, saw Pike cutting through. Pike just gets open, takes the easy catch, puts it in.
2 minutes or 1 minute 59.
Lost the scoreboard. Williamstown lead by 6 now. Well, Malvern have got their backs against the wall, getting towards half time. Only with 2 goals so far in the first half, whereas weeks gone by, prolific goal scorers. 23 goals last week, but not today. 2 goals only. McGrath Campbell gets the win. Malvern will get possession. Here's Cook. Malvern has decided to push the time out and use their second time out. Down to about the last 3 in the first half. Malvern desperate to get a goal, Dave, to stay in the contest. 1:51 is the call. Yeah, so it's been a bit of a hard battle for Malvern to score. Williamstown
Just controlling the tempo.
Yeah, controlling the tempo and
taking time where they want.
Yep. Keeping possession of the ball. So this quarter, I'd say they've had probably 95% of the ball in their time. Here's Malvern's opportunity to try and peg one back, because we know it's never over. Malvern side capable of reeling off a few in a row once they can get their hands on the ball. That's their problem right now. So now they have it in attack. Coach is talking, drawing something up on the board. Desperately looking to get a score before the half. Just under 2 minutes to go in the quarter. Malvern will take a rare possession for this half. Let's see what they can concoct up. Let's see what they've done on this blackboard. Howard will start with it. To Baker at the top. He's got Brenflick down on the bottom left. Jeb Brenflick across to Wada. Looks like they're going to set someone up. 1:40 to go in the quarter. Howard skips it across. Anglicus to Cook. Cook sends it across behind. Here's Jeb Brenflick again. Tries to, he's got a double coming early. Can't get his hands free. Decides he's got to move it off. There's a spill. Malvern throw it away. Let's see what the call is. It's a Williamstown ball. So they've got it in their back half, down to about a minute to go. In total control here. Malvern frustrated. Here's Gibson down the middle. He's going to clear it. He's got an easy clear there. Nobody decides to go back up. But there's Butson standing all alone, so he's able to bring it in. Williamstown will just keep this now. Down below a minute, 50 to go. There's the cut from Gibson. Throws it over. Jenny can keep it in, he does. Now, Williamstown down to about 35, 40 to go. Here's Clark. Across to Gibson. Brent Flick steps up. Gibson looks over. Bad pass, but Butson's able to pick it up and keep it there. Loose ball spill. Down to 20 seconds to go in the quarter. Williamstown will get the last crack at this one. Malvern want to keep them out here. Here's Jenny. Got a rocket, as we know. They go to Cole Gibson. He drives, he gets the shot, but it goes wide. With about 10 seconds to go, Williamstown will get one more crack at it. Out of bounds. There's a shot. Goes wide. That's given to Malvern, but time's going to beat them. Time's going to beat them. So as we head towards the end of the first half, and that's the first half done and dusted. Well, Dave, one-sided affair so far.
Yeah, it's very much dominated by Williamstown, Gus. Yeah.
Yep. It's they've had, as I said, they've had the ball for 90% of the time that's been played so far. Malvern, when they did get their opportunities, a couple of times they've had a couple of nice goals, but then other times they've just been a little bit impatient and thrown it out. So there's the first half done and dusted. We'll be back. We'll take a short break and we'll be back with the second half shortly.
You're struggling with shoulder pain? Are you missing your shots? If your shoulder pain is irritating you and preventing you from playing lacrosse properly, we've got an offer for you. So if you're sick of sitting on the bench dealing with your shoulder pain and you actually want to do something about it, reach out to us. We're going to give you an in-depth consultation, try and find the root cause of what's causing your pain and give you strategies to fix it now and for the long term. Nobody likes to spend time on the bench, so if you want to spend more time playing than sitting and watching, give us a reach out. Equilibrium Sports and Spinal Clinic, 14 High Street.
Strata Results is a management consultancy focusing on process, people, data and technology to create alignment for organisations. We bring with us over 40 years of experience and insights that helps drive outcomes. Just a 4-hour investment from you and your team and our detailed and proven framework will help us uncover where there's value and opportunities within your organisation across those 4 layers, your processes, your people, your data and your technology, and help drive sustainable success. We look forward to working with you. Thank you.
Strata Results, where we take a partnership approach to ensuring that your business processes, chosen technology, people and information are aligned to support your business. Strata Results, partnering for your success.
Back again, just getting ready for the start of the second half. Dave, take us through the stats so far.
Yeah, well, shots on goal for Malvern that half is 7. Only had the 4 that went wide. Williamstown, the first quarter, had 11 on goals. The second quarter, they scored 7 on goals. 1 went wide the first quarter and then 5 wide in that second quarter. So they've had 18 shots on the net, Gus. On the net.
Well, the pressure, the scoreboard pressure is certainly on. Williamstown they're up 6 goals. And Malvern have got as we know, you're never out of it, but they've just got to get their hands on the ball, Dave.
Yeah, Williamstown leading the face-off 8-2.
And certainly dominating the ground balls too from where I'm sitting. So it's a new ball game. Williamstown up by 6. Weather's been kind. No rain. Some clouds around, but no rain. There's none predicted. As I said earlier, the track's in magnificent condition. Both goalies have been okay. Willis has certainly been very, very good. Chan made some great saves, but he's also had many situations where he's been one-on-one with a guy with the ball right on the crease. Pretty hard for any goalkeeper to stop them. But once again, we get back to the face-off, and Malvern are going to start doing something out of there. Probably need to shut Cal Gibson out a little bit, Dave. Stop him getting the ball. He's one of their prime movers.
Yeah, so easy as we talk about trying to do things like that, Gus, but they're just rotating the ball.
Yep.
A little bit of game of keeping's off, hot potato if you like.
Yeah, but the way I see it is that Gibson is the main go-to. So if Malvern can stop him getting the ball, Williamstown then have to change the way they go about their attacking patterns, and that might be what they need to throw them off a little bit. But Ben Newman's been dominant in the first half.
Yeah, great athletic ability, isn't he?
Yep.
Just like the father.
He's certainly towards the critical end of the year. He's regained his fitness, and as we know, he can be dynamite. And he's been really, really good today. So let's see any changes that Malvern may make. As we're back to the face-off, we've got Sean Clark from Williamstown, Pat McGrath-Campbell from Malvern. Ready to go. Second half. State League Grand Final. Lacrosse Victoria at the X. Clark straight out the middle again. He's not finished with it yet. Gets a nice bump there from Curry. Dispossesses. Ball's there. Liam Clark gets a piece of it. Can't keep control of it. Bren flick over it. Trying to get his hands on it. Gets it. Gets a flick up. Gets it to Murat Campbell. He can't keep it. Ball still on the ground. Bound comes through. Picks it up. He's got plenty of pressure. Puts one in the back there. I think I might have seen a flag go up. That'll be a 30-second push against Williamstown. So Malvern will get their first opportunity in a man-up situation as Cal Gibson will sit in the bin for 30 seconds. If there's ever a goal that they needed to score, it's right now, David.
Yep. Yeah, must score on this one, Gus.
So let's see what they do. Curry to Baker. Baker behind, Bren flick. Up the top to Howard. It's Curry. Looks like they're going to run something here. Howard looks in the corner. There's a drop there. Drop by Bren flick. Williamstown get it, so the man up will expire. Harry Gibson with it. Plenty of heat, but he can run. He's going to keep going. We got a referee's call here. No. We have. We'll just wait, but Baker gets possession of the ball anyway in the meantime.
Still man up.
Still got a little bit
Even
to go,
now.
maybe 5 seconds. Newman's out to the box. There's the goal. Baker gets around and gets the one that Malvern have been searching for since the first goal of the quarter. Pull it back to 5. If there's any glimmer of hope, they've got to keep on going, get a couple more early in this third quarter. Can't be waiting until the last quarter to try and reel back a 5-goal lead. So it's Williamstown out by 5 now, early in the third. Sean Clark, Williamstown, Pat McGrath-Campbell, Malvern at the face-off. McGrath-Campbell tries to get it. He jams it up this time, gets his hands on it. He hasn't got it clear yet. Williamstown all over it. Tries to give the pass. It's a bad pass. It hits the ground. Ball still in dispute. Still in there, all jammed up. Ball comes out. No one with a clear possession. Looks like it's come off the Williamstown stick. Malvern will get possession. Here's Liam Barnes. He's got to run. Swims inside. He still looks over the line. He's got Howard to relieve it. Williamstown out pressing high. Howard will cool it off as Malvern heads to bench. Jordan Campbell on for Malvern. Baker with it, settles it with Howard. Anglicus. Back up to Howard. The pass is low, but Howard's able to get it. He's got plenty of heat. Looks up the top to Baker. Baker's going to go. Tries to get in, get his hands free, can't. He cools it back off. Set up to Barnes. Barnes will skip it across to Howard. Barnes cuts through. Howard on the move. Makes the drive. He's trying to get a shot. Williamstown double early. Howard's still with it.
Oh, hit the bar.
Hit the bar again, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't count. Here's Jordan Campbell onto it. He gets the ground ball. Malvern back into attack. Down to Howard. Behind to Anglicus. He'll flip it up to Baker. Newman steps up to him. Baker on the move. Comes around to his left. Back to his right. He swims around. Looks there. There's the shot. Brentford with the shot. Unsuccessful. Malvern closest to the ball when it goes out. So they'll keep it in attack. At least they're seeing some time in attack now, Malvern. Which didn't happen much in that second quarter at all. Campbell sends it across to Barnes. Here's Baker. Anglicus drives around on his left. Butson pushes him away. Here's Liam Barnes on the sweep. He's got Jordan Campbell over there. He leaves it. Newman steps up to him, gives it back to Barnes. Barnes tries to get the shot. It's not there. Keeps it, moves it behind. There's a drive. Call that a shot. Malvern closest to it when it goes out, so they'll still keep possession in their half. Liam Barnes. Baker behind. Goulet steps up to Baker. Baker's going to drive. Comes around to his left. Tries to get the shot. He gets the backhand shot. Pulls it in. Malvern reel it back to 4. Certainly the start that they wanted in this quarter. First 2 goals to Malvern in this third quarter. Still a long way to go from them. They're trying to come back from a 6-goal half-time deficit. But they've got the first 2. Mitch Baker, he's second for the game. Just wondering, Dave, if Pat McGrath Campbell can get a couple more out of there. Back to the face-off. He does. McGrath Campbell wins another one, so Malvern will get another opportunity in attack. Under a lot of pressure, McGrath Campbell. Williamstown pushing up high. Bad pass to Brentford. He can't get it. Anglicus, the ground ball wizard. He tries to get it. He keeps it in. He'll run hard. Keeps going. So try to go over the top on Anglicus, but he'll just settle it now. Give Malvern another opportunity to try and peg back another goal. Howard just directs traffic and says, cool it off. Here's Wada. Been quiet today. Prolific goal scorer throughout the year, Wada. Been quiet today. Here's Baker. Back to Wada. Curry too, he's a scorer. He hasn't got on the board today. Malvern moving it around the perimeter now. Here's Baker. Up to Wada. They're going to set him up. Looks like Wada's going to make a move. Gets round to his left. Tries to get the shot. Goes high, goes wide. But fortunately for Malvern, Brentfleck's there to back it up and bring it back in. Here's Brentfleck. Drives on his left, gets open, gets scored. First 3 in the quarter to Malvern. They're back in it now. Williamstown still in front by 3. But Malvern have got their heads up and they've got their tails up for the first time in the game. So they're chasing hard. As we know, there's still a long way to go. Back to the important face-off. McGrath Campbell can just keep his 50% there in against Sean Clark. It's got some sort of a chance. So Williamstown 8, Malvern 5, halfway through the third. Here's Clark straight out again. Decides to move it on quickly. Menzies. Todd Hunter steps up to him. Here's Ben Newman. Dominant in the first half, Ben Newman. He'll just cool it off. Williamstown go to the bench. Butson to come on. Pike to come on. So 2 freshies on for Williamstown. Pike will handle it. Howard waiting for him. As we saw, Williamstown happy just to move the ball around and work for the right opportunity. Newman down in the bottom. Tries to go. Bound steps up. Butson. Curry tries to get up. They've got to push up high on Butson. Butson dumps it over. Finds Menzies. Here's Pike. Pike on the drive. Howard defending here. He gets it across to Butson. Butson will go. Curry steps up to him. Ben Newman. Moves it on. Down to Liam Clark. Here's Cal Gibson. Menzies. Looks like Malvern are trying to ride Cal Gibson tight, which probably think they should have done since the start of that game. But anyway, Williamstown in attack. Here's Newman again. Williamstown have been caught on a stall for the second time in the game. Here's Newman on the drive. Curry steps up, drops the shoulder, can't get Newman. Newman keeps going, gets the shot, goes wide. There's Cal Gibson to keep it. He's going to take Garrett on, comes around the left, gets in there. Chan comes up with the save. Liam Clark. Across to Cal Gibson, we've got a flag on. Cal Gibson shoots, loses it, goes out. Williamstown will keep it. I've got a flag out there. I'm not sure if there's one or if there's a second one, but we'll wait. We'll get told. Referee's about to give us the word. So we've got James Garrett, number 7 for Malvern, in the sin bin. 1 minute. Williamstown have been dynamite in their man-up situations. Malvern's been able to peg them back. They still lead by 3. Of course, Williamstown will be looking to get 4 ahead with a man-up opportunity. 7.5 to go in the third. Williamstown by 3. So Newman at top. Down to Pike. Williamstown will be very patient with their EMO. Just working around the top. Now we have a referee's call again. What do we got here?
New ball.
New ball. Other one must have got dirty or gone flat, Dave.
Yeah, getting dark out there, Gus.
Here's Pike. Newman at the top. Williamstown just spin it around. Here's Newman. He lets it rip. Oh, Chan gets a piece of it, but Clark's able to pick it up and keep it. Williamstown still got time here. Newman across to Gibson. Down the bottom, there's Pike. Brentflick puts the heat on him. Gibson looks up, goes behind. Here's Clark on the corner. Butson around, back to Clark. Clark, Newman at the top. Williamstown moving the ball sharply. Pike sends it behind. There's Butson. Gets inside, tries to take a shot, goes out. They'll keep it. Williamstown, penalties over, all square. 6 on 6 again. Williamstown by 3, down to about 6 to go in the third.
Good
Sean
defence.
Clark to Newman. Howard steps up to Newman. Williamstown in no hurry. Finds Liam Clark as Jenny comes on. Leong steps up. Clark takes the shot. Chan comes up with a great save. Malvern have got to clear it and get it down. Hasn't been easy for him, but here's the speedster, Howard. Looks up. He's got to step inside. He goes over. Howard will run it over. So Malvern will get an opportunity here to pull it back to 2. Down to about 6 in the third. Howard settles it with Baker. Malvern going to the bench, making some changes. Campbell comes on. Baker. Campbell at top. Across to Howard. Butson steps up to Howard. Howard quite controlled. Takes his time. Probably wants to have a crack at Butson. Goes to his right, he does. Tries to get back to his left. He gets heat from everywhere and gets dispossessed. So Williamstown out. We got another referee's call. I think we've got a crease infringement against Williamstown. So Malvern will get another possession in their attack. Down by 3. Desperate to get another one and pull it back to 2. Cook. Across to Campbell.
Malvern's picked up their last 3 goals, Gus, by driving off the back corners.
Here's Baker again.
Back corners, 1-on-1.
Sends it up to Jordan Campbell. Here's Cook. Steps to the right. Butson equal to the task. Howard. Gets it across to Baker. Goulet steps up to Baker. Baker on the move. Drives. The left-hand side. Takes a shot, misses. It's going to be a race to the line. Called Malvern ball. So here's Anglicus. He flicks it up to Brenfleck. Jeb Brenfleck. Hasn't got on the board yet. He had a few last week for Malvern. It's up to Campbell. Across to Baker. Baker on the drive. That's Cook on the drive. Steps inside. Gets it to Baker. Baker tries to get his hands free. Williamstown playing good defence there. Non-committal. Here's Brenfleck. Makes the move. Tries to get around. Back to his left. Great work there by the Williamstown defence. There's a shot. Goes too high, goes wide, and we're going to have a foul call on Williamstown. Troy Butson will head to the bench. Kobe Cook deciding he might want to have a little bit of a crack back, but he's been able to keep his head. So Malvern have an opportunity in man up. They down by 3. Can bring it back to 2. 3:45 to go in the third. Howard. Cook at top. It's Curry. Let's see what they do with this man up opportunity. Brenfleck. Sends it behind to Baker. Baker to Anglicus behind. He swings it back to Baker. Baker comes around the corner. Sets Howard up the top. Cook. We have Curry. Brenfleck looks to Baker again. There's Brenfleck. Takes the shot. Goes wide. Let's see what they call. They call it a Malvern ball, so they've still got time. They've still got a man up opportunity. Still 30 seconds to go on the penalty. Baker drives. Here's Howard. He's got to move the ball, Malvern. They're going to realise they're in a man-up situation. Spin it, spin it, spin it. Here's Curry. Brenfleck. 15 to go on the penalty. Baker comes around. Jeb Brenfleck tries to skip inside. Another foul, another flag's thrown. Shouldn't be dodging him man up. Malvern throw it away, but they'll keep it, and there'll be another call. It'll be on Harry Gibson this time. So Williamstown with 2 guys in the box for a short period of time. So Harry Gibson's been called for a minute on a bar check. So here's Malvern's chance. 4-man zone from Williamstown. There's only 3 seconds to go in the penalty, but it takes them 3 or 4 to get out there. Malvern have got to realise, move the ball. Butson comes back on. Malvern still 1 man up. Skips it across to Curry. Curry looks down there. Baker gets it back, gets it around to Brenfleck, shoots and scores. Now we got a ball game, Dave. Malvern down by 2. They've been a different side this second as they've come out from half-time so far in this quarter. Williamstown still have a penalty in the box. So here comes a very crucial face-off, both for Malvern and Williamstown. Of course, if McGrath Campbell can get this ball out, Malvern will get another crack at their man-up opportunity. Of course, if William Clark gets out with it, he'll probably be able to run it down without too much pressure.
12 the assist, top left.
Here we are at the X. There, Clark straight out the front. Are they going to drive to goal or are they going to kill the clock? Here's Menzies. Howard chases him down. Menzies is going to keep going. He'll run down to the corner. Williamstown trying to kill this penalty. Plenty of heat down there. Malvern get it. Howard. Still got to get it over. Penalty will run out by the time they clear. Here's Zach Brenfleck. He's on the run. Jenny won't catch him. Brenfleck gets it across. Goes again. They realise they're in a man-up situation. Gives it to his brother Jeb. Jeb spins around. Back to his left. All even. All even. So here's Howard. He'll cool it off. Malvern make the subs. Brentford will head back to the other end and bring Baker over. Baker through the midfield. Howard with the ball. Harry Gibson in defence. Howard gets around to his left. He looks. There's Baker. Can't get a shot. Keeps it. Curry behind to Brentford. Brentford on the drive. Jeb Brentford got the last goal. There's Howard. Sends one over the back. Mitchell Baker lets it rip and scores. What a goal. Brings it back to a 1-goal ball game just before the end of the third. The Malvern have come out with 5 unanswered goals after half time. They're back in it all right. They're back in it. So we're getting close to the end of the third. We're not privy to the official time clock, but relying on the bench in front. Anyway, it's a 1-goal ball game. Momentum swings. Malvern going with Brentford in the middle. Giving Paddy McGrath-Campbell a hard-earned breather here. Clark Brentford at the X. Clark gets it. He's got plenty of heat. Williamstown lead by a goal. Newman to relieve it. Got a minute to go in this third quarter. There's Harry Gibson. Garrett tries to keep with him. Cal Gibson takes a shot and scores and puts it back out to 2. Garrett was sent out there to lock him off. He was just a little bit behind him, Dave, and Gibson got the ball and just kept going, did not hesitate. So Williamstown back out to a 2-goal lead. Getting close towards the end of the third. Still not over. So Malvern rattled off 5. Williamstown got the last one. To face off McGrath-Campbell, Clark, Williamstown. Clark out again. This is where he's so dangerous. Can't quite get his hands on it, but he will. There's all the pressure there from Malvern. We've got a break. The referees are going to make a call. An illegal procedure on Malvern. So Williamstown with a chance here just before 3/4 time to pump it back out to 3. Here's Pike. Newman at top. Pike just settling it down. Harry Gibson. No panic from Williamstown. I know the clock's running. There's 15 to go. There's a shot. And there's a third goal for Williamstown there. Back out to 3. Right on the buzzer of the 3/4 time break.
Menzies.
Yep, all of a sudden Malvern back in it. And Williamstown just exploded with 2 quick goals in 30 seconds to break it out to 3 again. And Menzies with the score. Getting close to 3/4 time here. Williamstown pump it back out to 3. About 10 or 12 seconds to go. There's plenty of time to score. Someone can get their hands on it. They jam it up in the middle. Still there, jammed up. There's a push from McGrath. Campbell gets away with it, gets possession, but too late. The quarter's over. So that's 3/4 time, Dave. We see the seesaw. Malvern jump out, 5 unanswered. Williamstown 2 back in the last 30 seconds of the quarter. So Williamstown go into the third quarter with a 3-goal lead. So take us through the quarter, Dave. What have you got?
Yeah, Williamstown goalless to the last couple of minutes there. Hadn't had much of the ball. Malvern did a good job scoring their 5 goals.
Yep.
But again, Clark in the face-off 5-3 against Paddy McGrath-Campbell. Back in the last quarter. Mitch Baker. Wider at the top, back to Cook. That's a step, Harry Gibson. Oh, long shot. Kobe Cook. Downtown. He's Malvern back within 2.
So there we go. Malvern with a quick one in the start of the 4th. McGrath Campbell gets another possession. They still trail by 2. Lots of time to go. Here's Howard. Russell steps up to him. Anglicus on for Malvern. They'll come to the bench. Jordan Campbell will come on through the midfield. Here's Barnes to Anglicus. Sends it to Campbell.
Williamstown stepping right out.
Yep.
Take away Malvern's run up.
Well, this is going to open it up for the one-on-ones. Just depends if you've got the right personnel making the move, Dave. Here's Baker.
Be no double off the crease.
He spins around to his right. Looks for the shot, can't quite get it.
He's in.
Gets back, he gets it in. Malvern scored 2. 2 early in the quarter. They trail by 1. So, folks, we have a ball game. Plenty of time to go. Early in the 4th. Williamstown lead it by a goal. Williamstown 10, Malvern 9. So back to the most critical part of the ground. If Malvern can get a couple more out of this face-off, they'll be competitive. McGrath, Campbell, Clark. Critical. McGrath Campbell tries to get his hands on it. He does. Got my heat on behind. He can't keep it. Finally gets it off. And there's Baker to give him relief. Great work there, Pat McGrath Campbell. Malvern into attack. Looking for another one to tie this ball game up. Baker directing traffic, cooling it down. Here's Wada. They need something from him this quarter. Takashi Wada on the run. Gets Curry. Curry tries to get through. Curry takes a shot, scores. All of a sudden, we've got a tied ball game. 10 apiece. Wow. How momentum swings. Williamstown come out at the end of the 3rd quarter and score 2 in 30 seconds. Malvern come out and score 3 in the first couple of minutes of this 4th quarter.
Cameron Curry's first goal for the day.
Yep. Boy, did they need him to step up. The other one I've got chalked down for goals, Wada. Hasn't been able to do it as yet. Back at the middle. Tied game. McGrath Campbell gets another one. He's got plenty of heat. Nothing's easy. It's a bad pass to Baker. Spills it. Mode gets it. Gibson tries to get it. There's a nice check from Garrett. Just enough to dislodge the ball. So Malvern will get possession, albeit in their back half. Williamstown will put plenty of heat on. Barnes has still got to get it over the line. Decides to go across to Brentflick. Let him run. Doesn't need to. Got Lockie bound up the top. Flicks it up to Baker. So Malvern settle. Scores a level early in the 4th. Baker in no hurry. Get a couple of breaths and get the breath back. Here's Campbell. Cook. Back to Campbell. Here's Barnes. Baker's the one they go to. Baker with it. Goulet steps up to him. Baker's driving around the bottom right.
The double.
Double comes early. Gets it up to Cook. He's got to go. He's got to run. He's got Butson stepping up. Gets back to Howard. He'll take it on. He makes the fake, takes a shot and scores. All of a sudden, Malvern hit the front. 11-10. State League Grand Final, and for the first time the Malvern crowd come alive. They lead by a goal. There's a lot of time to go. But, as we said, Dave, every game, every call we make, it all comes down to this face-off. Crucial. Got to get the ball to score. So Malvern hit the front by a goal. Still early in the fourth. Haven't been in front since the first goal of the game. Williamstown have dominated. Malvern have dominated the last 10 minutes. McGrath Campbell tries to get it again. He's got plenty of heat. Gets it in his stick, but can he get it clear? He's got Bound over. He skips it across to Bound. Great work, Pat McGrath Campbell. Malvern again in attack. They have been dynamite when they've had possession. Curry will settle it through Baker. They bring Wada on. This is the one. Wada hasn't scored yet. It's not many games this year where Wada hasn't got on the board. Here's Howard. Russell on him. There's Wada. Wada makes his move. Takes a shot. Goes a million miles an hour high and wide. But there's a backup there for Malvern, so they'll keep it.
Malvern's first miss for the quarter. They've last four have all gone in the net.
Well, that's what you've got to do to win games. Here's Baker. Gets a drive. Tries the shot. Doesn't go. Malvern don't have a backup. There's a wasted opportunity, so Williamstown will get it. They got Pike all alone down the corridor. Howard gets on him, gets the check in, gets an interference though. Jenny's able to keep it. Here's Menzies. Gets it off to Harry Gibson. 10 minutes to go. Lots of time. Malvern lead it by a goal. Jenny. Happy to send it down the corner to Menzies. Go across to Pike. Pike's got the midfielder in Howard. He wants to have a run. There's a cut from Harry Gibson. Doesn't get seen. Jenny loads it up, goes high, goes out. Williamstown still close enough to keep the ball. 9 minutes 30 to go in the quarter. Malvern lead by a goal. Menzies again works down on the bottom right. Todd Hunter steps up. Here's Jenny out top. Liam Clark across to Cal Gibson. Howard steps up. Double comes from Will Leong. He keeps it. Takes a shot. Goes high again. Williamstown will keep possession.
Out of bounds play.
Yep, out of bounds play call from Williamstown. Let's see what they do. Harry Gibson behind. He's got the attacker in Anglicus. He's going to drive on his right. He's got the cut there. Ball spilled out. Here's an opportunity. Who wants it? Big time ground ball this one. And there's Harry Gibson comes out with a great ground ball to give Williamstown another possession and call it off. Williamstown in attack. Here's Clark. Down to Cal Gibson on the bottom. Behind. Menzies again. He's been working hard. He's got the attacker there. Menzies gets around, tries to get a shot off. Double comes from Malvern. Williamstown keep it spinning. Here's Liam Clark. Takes on Leong. It's a shot there. Saved by Chan. He looks up. Has he got one? No, he turns it straight over. Whoa. There's Pike. Chan panicked a bit that time, Dave.
If in doubt, throw down the corner.
Here's Pike. Garrett stepping up. Harry Gibson with the ball. Williamstown make a change. They bring Butson on. Ball goes straight to him. Anglicus getting back for Malvern. Releases Curry back into defence. Newman on. They'll get it straight to Newman. Newman will go. Curry's just got to run with him. Newman takes the shot. Chan comes up with this one again. He's got to make the clear. There's a bad pass again, but Garrett gets it. He's got to run. Pressure's on. Finds Howard. Howard away. Malvern into attack. Howard looking quite cool out there. Malvern will settle. Still plenty of time to go. Malvern lead by a goal. Howard heading back for a rest. Baker with it, not in any hurry. Malvern's still got one to come on from the box. It's going to be Jordan Campbell. Howard just getting a breath. Baker cooling it off. As we saw, Williamstown got called for a stall early. Malvern won't want to muck around too much. These referees are all over it. Here's Anglicus. He's got the midfielder. Back up to Cook. Can run.
He'll run him.
He's got Lachlan Russell. Great defender on him. Tries to stop. Turns back to his right.
Cracks
Looking
the
for a foul.
eggshell.
Doesn't happen. Probably was for me, but anyway, here we go. Takashi Wada spills it. Gets one in the back. It should get a possession here. They've called something here. It's still play on. Wada gets it. Got to keep it in. He does. Malvern have gone timeout with Wada in possession. Malvern get the timeout with Wada in possession. Great call. Great call. Great work there. Now the pressure's on. It's funny how the heat goes up about 25 degrees right now, Dave.
Yeah, it's a game in the balance, Gus.
Oh yeah, it's there for whoever wants it the most. Whoever makes the less errors. But Malvern pushed the button on a timeout. I still think they have one after this.
Yeah, I think they
If
do.
they need it, they've got one in the bag if they need it. Still 6 minutes to go, 6:24 to go in the quarter. Malvern get a hard-earned possession down in their attack line. Time to pull out the whiteboard, draw something up. Game's never over till it's over.
Williamson's going to come out.
They'd certainly be looking for a 2-goal lead, which is always harder to run down than a 1-goal lead. Williamstown will come out and push hard. So Baker will start with it. Goulet will come up to him. So the game restarts. Baker with it. Runs down to the left. It's too long to go to try and run any clock here. Malvern have to keep scoring, but Baker not in any hurry. He's got Goulet. Drives on his left. Comes around again. Oh, look to Brenfleck. Brenfleck gets the shot. Can't quite hit it. Backed up by Howard. Here's Donny Howard. Tries to swim around, comes around to his right. Howard shoots. Willis gets that piece of that one, goes out. Malvern will keep it. Baker closest to the ball when it goes out. Big goal for Malvern there, went begging. So here's Baker, he'll bring it in. 5.5 to go in the last quarter. Malvern by a goal. Baker with it. Goulet on him. Spins around, gets the early double, comes back around again. Needed to cutter, wasn't there. Howard takes a shot, comes right off the top post and goes out. Malvern closest and they'll keep it.
It's a game of inches, Gus.
It's only a game of centimetres, but it doesn't matter. It's not in. So here's Wada. Gets Cook. Cook across to Howard. Russell on him. Gets it across to Baker. Baker comes back to his left. He needs a cutter. There it is Wada. He doesn't see him. Baker still with possession. Works it behind. Precious seconds ticking off the clock. It's not what Malvern want to do. They want to keep driving. They want to score. Here's Baker again. Got Anglicus here if they can see him. Here's Cook. Cook to Baker. Here's Howard around the corner. Donny gets a shot. Can he score? He does. Malvern go up by 2. Still a lot of time to go. And Malvern from 6 goals down now lead this contest by 2. This is where the smarts come in, Dave.
Yeah, well, you want the quality guys for handling the ball.
You've got to have your strongest ones out there all gassed up and ready to finish the game off. Crucial face-off. Williamstown giving Clark a rest. They've got Ben Newman in there against Pat McGrath-Campbell.
McGrath-Campbell's won all 5 this quarter.
This quarter he's come out firing. At the X, Newman goes early. Oh, I don't believe it. But anyway, everyone saw that. Anyway, Williamstown will attack through Newman. Newman's got Clark all unattended running down, but Chan comes up with another great save. He's got Cook open. Can he find him? No, he doesn't. Now they go to Cook. He's got to run. He can. Cook's got to run hard. Cools it off to Anglicus. Anglicus going to drive. He's trying to get inside Russell. Double comes. He gets pushed over. It's on. It's hot out there now. Russell with the ball. Malvern should have just cooled it down. But anyway, here's Clark down the middle on a fast break. Gets it across. One on the corner. Gibson gets a bump. Williamstown keep it. Harry Gibson. Gets it to Kelly's brother. Baker tries to hold him up. Kel's on the move. Brent Flick gets the chick there. Gets into Kel Gibson. Dispossesses him. Ball still on the ground. Who's going to get this one? It's a grand final grand ball if ever I saw one. Clark tries to get it. Garrett trying to get his hands on it. Garrett throws it. Got another call. We've got a referee's call. What are they called here? Anyway, we'll find out. Timeout on the blue. Great call from the Williamstown coaches. They were able to get the timeout call as they had possession of the ball just before they lost it. So, Malvern with a 2-goal lead. About 3 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the last quarter. Malvern can hold up here, Dave, and get it back down the other end. They should be able to run it out, but we know what Williamstown's like. They get a dynamite attack. They use patience. They move the ball crisply. They cut. They turn defenders' heads. They've got the chalkboard out now. Let's see what they come up with. Bo back to the start of the 3 minutes, 10 to go in the last. Malvern by 2, Williamstown in possession. They've just called a timeout. They've drawn something up on the board. Let's see what they execute. Kel Gibson. Frenflick steps up to him. He's trying to draw him wide. Looks like he wants to go. He'll be on the sweep. Here's Gibson. Makes the run, sends it across.
Don't fall for the fakes.
No, he's got their Butson over there. He's held up. He tries to get his hands free. Curry up to the task. They spill it, but they'll get it back. Here's Harry. He's going to take on Bound. Bound's just got to block him off. He does so. Gibson gets the shot, gets the score. That's the one Williamstown were looking for, the one that Malvern didn't want to see. We've still got 1-goal lead to Malvern. Clock's ticking down. We're not exactly sure of how long to go in the game. Not privy to the actual time clock. We're relying on the
about
scorers
2.5, Gus.
Approximately 2.5 to go. Plenty of time. Clark back in the middle. Williamstown. McGrath Campbell again. This comes to all the important, crucial, most crucial face-off of the year, Dave.
2 true, Gus. The one you want to win this one.
Here we go.
Down forward.
Clark gets it out straight away, so Williamstown will get the next possession here. They trail by 1. McGrath Campbell comes back and releases Cook. There's a save there. Brentford gets his hands on it. You won't catch him, you'll get it over. They better come to him or he'll go all the way to the cooker. Newman in hot pursuit. Newman spills it off on him, but Malvern get the time out. Brentflick with the ball. Malvern coaches call the time out. So we head with Malvern into possession. We've still got 2 minutes and 14 to go. Malvern have the possession when the timeout finishes in their attacking half. Williamstown will be out and they'll be all over it. I don't think Malvern will be able to wanting to try and run this down for 2:15,
No,
Dave.
you've got to go. You want to score that next one if you can.
If they can get the next one, then it will be pretty much over. But let's make sure. Let's see what they do. I don't think they'd be silly enough to try and run 2 minutes off the clock with such a powerful defensive Williamstown that'll get out and get after them.
We'd get called for a moving pick if we try that, Gus.
No, well, anyway. Anyway, game in the balance. Malvern are up by a goal. You'd rather be a goal up than a goal down. We know that. Of course, Malvern will send their best 6 attack out for this last 2 minutes. Baker looks like Baker will start with the ball. Lachlan Russell will push him hard. Yeah, Williamstown are locking off now. Baker's just got to run. Russell gets after him. Russell's got to be careful. He doesn't want to make a mistake. Baker runs behind. There's a double team. Williamstown seen the double.
They're extending it, doubling
yeah, they're
it.
doubling everywhere. Goalie starting to come out. Down below 2 minutes to go in the quarter.
Well, what's happened there?
Looks like it's a turnover.
Oh.
Malvern turnover. Williamstown ball on the end line. I didn't quite see what happened. We've got a million coaches standing in front of us here. Plenty of time. Here's Mowat. Gets it across. It's got Harry Gibson, their last goal scorer. He runs it across. Williamstown will go into attack. Got 1:32 to go in the game. They trail by 1. Newman, the money man. He takes it up. He's going to take Leong on.
Going to need some
Set
help.
to his right. He falls over. Ball in dispute. Oh, and through comes Cal Gibson and scores and ties it up with 1:17 to go. Just was the crumbs, Dave. He picked up the loose ball. Crumbs comes through, dives and scores. So we're out to a draw so far. 1:17 to go in the quarter. I might have mentioned that the last face-off was the most crucial one of the year, but no, I was wrong. This is the most crucial face-off of the year for both of these teams. McGrath, Campbell and Clark. Malvern had a 2-goal lead. Williamstown have been able to get a couple late, bring it back to a tied game. 1:23 to go in the quarter at the face. Let's keep it clean, refs. Let's just make sure we get this happening. McGrath, Campbell, Clark. Clark gets the better at this stage. Ball comes out. Oh, goodness me. Let it go. Anyway, Williamstown with 1:10 to go. Malvern had this game in the bag. Williamstown will be trying to get this last score. Here's Harry Gibson. Down to 1:10 to go. No rush for Williamstown. Here's Menzies. Todd Hunter steps up. Menzies drives, gets past 1. Got to go back up the top. Here's Newman. Newman takes a shot, goes really high and wide. Stays with Williamstown. Not a bad move, Dave.
Yeah.
Quite an easy way to get the ball to X very easily. So we're down to below 1 minute to go. Scores are level. Got a broken stick. So here's Liam Clark behind. Plenty of time for Williamstown to score. Howard tries to step up. There's the ball in there. Chan tries to save it. Hits the pipe, goes out. Williamstown almost clinched it. 46 to go. Williamstown in possession. On the move. Here's Harry Gibson. Swims inside, takes a shot, scores. Oh. All of a sudden, Williamstown get a 1-goal lead with 38 seconds to go. Malvern have fallen in a hole. Williamstown with the last 3 goals. So once again, be 3 times wrong. Here's the most crucial face-off of the year. Malvern have got to get it out, got to get a fast break, take this to overtime. Otherwise, Williamstown will run out winners. What a game we've seen so far today, Dave. The lead's changed a couple of times now.
Yeah, it's been a lively second half, Gus.
Yeah.
Malvern got going.
Yep. And Malvern have got to get the ball or they're done. At the face. McGrath Campbell tries to get it. Can't get his hands on it. Ball comes bouncing out. For anyone to get it there. They're all desperate for this. We're going to have a referee's call here. And they've given it to Williamstown. Anyway, I don't see what happened there, but this is it. Williamstown will run it out. 29 seconds to go. They lead by a goal. Malvern have had their chances today. Second quarter probably did them in, but here's Newman. He'll hold it up. They've only got 20 seconds to go. Butts is not going to go anywhere. Gets it across the pike. Malvern have got to get out after it. Time beating them. Down to 18 seconds to go. Butson will just keep running. Baker in pursuit. Here's Pike again. They'll just keep it. Down to 10. Down to 5. It's all over. Williamstown will run out winners by a goal. Malvern the game in the bag, and just Williamstown just too strong. In the end, Williamstown 2025 Premiership winners. They bagged their 35th. Amazing game of lacrosse. Malvern devastated, but what a game, Dave.
Yeah, it was a thriller right at the end, Gus. Good viewing.
I mean, Malvern gave up, had a 6-goal lead. They came storming home, got 2 in front with a short time to go in the game, and it just fell apart from in the last couple of minutes. So Williamstown run out winners in the 2025 State League Grand Final. So Dave, take us through the stats.
Yeah, the face-off. 17 face-off wins to Williamstown, and Malvern had 10. Closed it up the second half with Paddy McGrath's work. And shots on goal, Malvern had 23. 12 went wide. And for Williamstown, they had 31 shots on goal and 11 went wide.
Yeah, well, as we saw, Malvern had a 2-goal lead with 3 minutes 10 to go, and just couldn't keep it, just couldn't finish it off. Williamstown getting possessions and driving hard, scoring goals. So, as we said, Williamstown never, ever out of it, and they come back hard the last 3 minutes to pick up 3 goals. Malvern couldn't get it and score. So they win the State League Premiership by 1 goal. So anyway, that's pretty much us now for the year. So to Darian Panner, Jeremy Trasinis and Con Mitsopoulos on the video, audio and the production. I'm Gus Campbell.
Dave Joy.
And we're both very disappointed, but we're over and out for 2025. So we'll be back next year on Malvern Lacrosse TV. Over.